All right, and we are back. All praises be unto Most High. I'm really, 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 really looking forward, and have been looking forward to this interview today. Right, it's been pending for a little while, and I just praise the Most High. Today's the day that we chose to do it. Right, I really want to shed more light on this. HebrewConnect.com, absolutely amazing platform, and is definitely a platform that we've been needing for ourselves to, I guess, in a way, wean ourselves off other social media platforms that we've been using for, of course, a number of years, right? But I'm really happy and excited about this interview today, because from the moment I found out about HebrewConnect.com, I was like, listen, I have to get involved, right? So, I have the brother on the line. I have him on the line. And I must say, just before, I bring him on, in this short space of time, I can say, and I literally mean a short space of time, that I can say that he is very hardworking. He's a visionary. He's about his business. He's humble, and he's about helping our Black Hebrew Israelite community. He's about nation building, and I've picked that all up. Just in a very, very, very short space of time, just from us, messaging each other, through the platform of HebrewConnect.com, and of course, and having a phone call. But I'm telling you guys, he is about his business, and that is what we're supposed to be. He's about bringing light, and shedding light on this truth. He's about nation building. He's about getting into that kingdom, right? So firstly, bro, what I'll do, if you just do like a mic check, or to say shalom to everybody, just so I can make sure they can hear you.
All right, shalom, everybody. You guys hear me okay?
All right, so just those that have my personal line, if you can just let me know, you can hear our brother coming through clearly. Bro, if you just say shalom again.
Shalom, test.
Okay, and what I'll do, I'll just wait and make sure
no worries.
People can hear you properly, because there's always like a little delay with radio, so I'll just wait for them to let us know they can hear you. But yes, I'm excited, guys. I'm very, 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 very excited for this. All right, so I've got a message coming through. Someone says yes. Someone says yes. Someone says a bit of an echo. Okay, no problem. That's probably on my side. So what I'll do, I'll just adjust the volume from my side, and then hopefully everything should be fine. But
for some reason, it is clipping out.
Is it clipping out?
On my end.
Okay. I'm hearing you clearly. And just, guys, to let you know, obviously, because it is an overseas call, it may...
But we will get through
this. It will chip in and out. Most high willing, everything will be fine. We did pray before we started, so... Most high willing, he's got us, and everything will be fine. Of course, this guys, let me know throughout the course of the interview, that you're hearing me, you're hearing him. Be our keeper, be our brother and sister's keeper. All right. But yeah, people saying that they can hear you, bro. Right. So we'll get a start on our interview. So firstly, bro, before we begin, okay, can you let everyone know your name, let them know where you're calling from, and also let them know what time it is where you are?
All right, so this is Dwayne Harris. I'm calling from the Pacific Northwest in Seattle, Washington. And right now it's about 12:14 a.m. on the 2nd. So I'm a little bit back in time for you guys. But I'm grateful to be here with everybody and my brothers and sisters in the diaspora. So yes, praise God.
All praises be unto the Most High. I mean, bro, I thank you. Obviously, time difference and stuff like that. So I truly appreciate that you're doing this. And praise the Most High that you're a night owl. Some people be drawing their Z's right about now, but praise the Most High, you are a night owl, so that makes it a lot easier for us, right? So what I wanted to do before we start, right? I just wanted to have my own little testimony, just in regards to your platform, okay? Before we start the interview. So,
All right, praise y'all.
I came across your platform, HebrewConnect.com, right? Through a post that I saw on Instagram, funnily enough. And immediately I said to myself, yes, I'm going to set up an account. I did somewhat have reservations about creating an account because I was thinking, okay, this has clearly been made for us, but what kind of a person is this behind, Hebrew Connect, obviously before, meeting you. But I proceeded anyway. I proceeded on and created the account. I done a little promo myself, and I told people on my social media, get your HebrewConnect.com account, join up, sign in, log in, right? And praise the Most High, a lot of people did. I see people on the Hebrew Connect that were following each other from people that I know personally that also got an account, right? And to everyone, locked in and locked on right now that's listening, all praises be unto the Most High. I can honestly say it's a breath of fresh air using HebrewConnect.com. And I say this because for those of you, especially that have social media, and has had social media for a very long time, especially coming into the truth, you or we would have had a lot of followers who are not in the truth, right? And it means that you're going to see a lot of posts that once upon a time didn't, disturb your eyes or ears, but now when you see it, it disturbs you because certain things are just not righteous. It's not good for your soul, right? But unfortunately, there's a lot of people who are in and out of the truth on certain social media platforms, whether it's Facebook, Insta, Twitter, or what have you, right? But as soon as I created my account with HebrewConnect.com, the first things I saw was just exaltations for the Most High. I'm seeing Bible scriptures. I'm seeing words of encouragement. I'm seeing people posting things with, to make us more knowledgeable. Interviews, documentaries, modest pictures, music, everything. And it's such a breath of fresh air because you're not worrying about what's gonna, what your eye gateway is gonna see or your ear gateway is gonna see. It's just pure righteousness on HebrewConnect.com. And I wanted to put that out there because, some people may be skeptical sometimes about joining different platforms and what have you, but I can testify and say, guys, it is worth it. Get your account today. www.hebrewconnect.com. Okay. I just wanted to put that out there, bro, before we start the interview. Right. So all praises be unto the Most High. So bro, you still there? You good? You can hear me clearly? Oh, okay. You're there. Okay. You're there. Perfect. Excellent. So I just wanted to get that out there, bro, right? It is an amazing platform, and I pray that after today's show that you have more subscribers, more people who have an account with HebrewConnect.com, right? So first and foremost, okay, before we even get on to the platform that you have created, obviously you are a brother that is in the truth. You have knowledge of yourself. You are a Hebrew Israelite, right? How and when did you find out the truth?
Wow. So first off, again, blessings to you and the entire House of Israel joining here tonight, or this morning. I apologize. So first and foremost, all praise to the Most High Yah, and I also want to go ahead and thank my wife, Nikki, for being very supportive of me in ministry and in these projects that I've been working on. Because without my wife, Nikki, supporting me, it'll be very tough and challenging to overcome the various challenges you have to go through when it comes to doing ministry, as well as pouring so much out for the nation. So
praise the Most High.
Big shout out and props to my wife, Nikki, for supporting me.
Praise the Most High. Big up, Nikki.
So I'll try to keep it concise. Really, about 20 years ago, I was really led by the Most High to press into the Word in a greater way. I was a Christian, living a life that wasn't always, righteous and upstanding, but the Most High had really been driving on me to get into the Word as if my life depended upon it.
Right.
And I did not know why that was.
Mm-hmm.
And I really just pressed into the scriptures. I went to points of isolation, points of growth in my character and development. I was connected to several ministers that were able to mentor me. Greatly appreciative of the time that I had in ministry and the mentors I had over me that were able to help correct some of the imperfections in my character and my integrity.
Right.
One day, my wife and I were having a conversation. Mm-hmm. And she basically, I was at work and it was like a lunch break or something like that. And she called me up and she was like, you know what? We messed up. And she didn't use those words exactly, but she was like, we messed up. And I said, excuse me? And I'm like, what do you mean? And she goes, well, our people. Like we must have really upset the Most High. We must have really upset God. And I said, why do you say that? And she broke down all the different things. And this is like 13, 14 years ago.
Wow.
She was like, we must have messed up something because we're cursed. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense why we are going through all the things that we're going through as a people. And I'd already been in the scriptures, and the Most High had been dealing with me with Deuteronomy 28. And I went there with my wife, and we went through it together. And after we got finished reading that entire chapter from verse 1 all the way through, she was like, that's it. Yeah, we're people. That's it. There was no need. There's no convincing. We didn't need to, watch no YouTube video.
Wow.
There was nobody we had to go talk to. It was just a matter of settling within our heart, a matter of, we know we're the people.
Right.
Because it doesn't make any sense why we are across the entire earth are going through so many struggles.
Thank you.
And so it was just laid out for us back then. Now the challenge I will caveat and say, and this is what many of our brothers and sisters today might find, except now there's more options.
Right.
But back, almost 20 something years ago, there are a few options. And what you usually find is that most of our people in the diaspora, we know that we're Israel.
Right.
Your mama talked about it. Your grandmama talked about it. You got cousins or aunties that talked about it. But we've been cut off from our heritage, our culture, our history.
Right.
And all that's been established is the church.
Mm-hmm.
So you basically are just going through the motions of church.
Yeah.
Knowing in your heart the truth, but living a lie. I'll leave it at that, though. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
So that was the situation that happened for me and my wife, and waking up and various things like that.
Wow. So one day your wife just said, babe, we messed up. And that was it. Praises, obviously that was a spirit that the Most High put on her. Do you understand? So all praises be unto the Most High for that. Just, with yourself and your wife coming in to the truth, what has your journey been like since coming to the truth? I mean, obviously you was in Christianity, probably born and raised in Christianity. You've now crossed over, you're into the truth. Did you find any kind of challenges now, obviously having to put down certain things, stopping certain things? Was there any challenges for you?
It's kind of challenging looking back, hindsight. But what I would say is I don't think it was so much of a challenge. I've always operated under the understanding that it's a process.
Right.
Those that are in my assemblies that I steward over, they know I talk about a variety of things. But some of the things I talk about is you have to have spiritual maturity and you have to have intellectual honesty.
Right.
And so you have to understand that this walk is a process.
Right.
We have been, as a people, cut off from our history, our heritage, our culture, our language.
Yeah.
And we're learning. I know we all drive and strive to learn as fast as we can, and we want to please the Most High.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But we have to understand it's a process. And so for me, as one that's a teacher in Israel, I try to, I'll say this. I spend most of my time reassuring our brothers and sisters to stop beating themselves up when they don't know a Hebrew word like other people do because they're so busy trying to compare themselves to others that are further along in the walk.
Oh my,
It's a
yes.
process. You
Yes.
may still walk around saying, Lord God, Jesus. It's
Yeah.
going to be okay.
Yeah.
It's a process,
Mm-hmm.
and the Most High will guide you through that process.
Right.
So, but for me, I would say go through the process
Mm-hmm.
and let the Most High guide you through.
Yeah.
Another aspect of this is that your wife or your husband
Mm-hmm.
may not be at the same level you are in your awakening or in your walk.
Yes.
So that being the case,
Yeah.
again, don't try to slam dunk. I call it like slam dunk your family into this
Yeah.
walk. You have to guide them through it by
Yes.
example and in love.
Yes.
And if you do that, I think with the right balance, you'll be okay.
Absolutely, bro. 100%. Completely agree with you. Okay, so going on to Hebrew Connect, right? For those who are not aware of HebrewConnect.com, okay, please explain this platform to them and why they should join. Oh, is it gone? Oh, you there, bro? Okay, you're there.
I'm here. All right, so we got as Hebrews we got to be creative, right? So right now the internet connection for whatever reason is not the greatest for whatever reason, but it'll be all right.
It's all good.
So I'm literally listening to you. I'm muting myself, listening to you on my cell phone.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, no problem. So there'll be a delay.
To try to
No
catch up with
problem.
you.
No problem. No
So,
problem.
let me explain very briefly. So the journey I went on is this. The Most High had been leading me and guiding me in regards to seeing there was a lack of knowledge when it came to Christianity and Scripture.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep it right there. We're talking about Christianity. You got a lot of people panhandling for money and going wayward. Most folks are motivational speakers and selling books, and they're not really concerned about biblical truth.
Mm.
The Most High had put me through the fire, going through scriptures, isolation, digging in the Word, and really developed me to be a teacher.
Mm.
From that standpoint, I had gone, led by the Most High, to establish multiple Hebrew Israelite assemblies across America.
Right.
From there, I also saw a need for me as one that was a content creator on YouTube and Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I saw how there was massive censorship happening amongst our people, and also it ramped up on my own personal channel.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I saw a need for us as Hebrew Israelites to have our own platform that we control, that we were able to invest in, and to build out the way we needed,
Right.
and not dependent upon an enemy to use their platform that they've made us dependent upon.
Mm-hmm.
And so, in general, I'm not expecting all the different Hebrew Israelite content creators to overnight just transition to HebrewConnect.com or Hebrew Connect TV. But you've established a channel, a platform. You may have some subscribers, and so what it comes down to is you see how things have turned.
Mm-hmm.
What's right is wrong, and what's wrong is right.
Right.
Censorship is on a whole different level. You're having channels being banned, suspended. Live stream privileges are being revoked for 2 weeks, 3 months, a year, forever.
Wow.
And so that's the reason why I was like, I'm not playing these games.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and invest the time right now. And this was led by the Most High, directing me to go ahead and do this.
Praise the Most High.
So I have been working on these platforms and things for well over a year and a half before they were even announced to the public.
Yeah.
What it comes down to is if you are a Hebrew Israelite, period, if you are a content creator, if you have a Hebrew Israelite business and you have a love for the house of Israel, obviously there's some things, Messianic Hebrew Israelites, okay, Mashiach. If you're not rolling with Mashiach, then my platform's not for you. But what it comes down to is that this is a safe place where it's okay to be you, and you can build a house on solid ground and not on the sand that is YouTube and Facebook.
Right.
You might have an entire, kingdom built on sand, and in a moment, in a day when the powers that should not be decide they want to wipe your channel away, they can do so.
Exactly.
And we don't need that. We need to have our voice strong, unified, and loud. And so, I really strongly encourage all of our brothers and sisters to get on HebrewConnect.com. Go ahead and create a profile for yourself.
Yes.
If you have a brand page, or if you have a brand, you can create a brand page. If you have groups, you can recreate your groups on HebrewConnect.com.
That's right.
And more than anything, I'm invested into the program, into the platform,
Yes.
and into Israel.
Yes.
So all the great features that you like, that you see in things like YouTube and Facebook, I'm investing to make sure that we have those same things available as well.
Praise the Most High.
It's definitely a safe place for you to build and know that it's going to stand and be stable and secure.
All praises.
All right, so that's what I would say in regards to HebrewConnect.com.
All praises.
Especially, we really have to leave the platforms of our open enemies alone.
Yeah. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. What because that was going to be one of my other questions to you, just in terms of the features that you will have on this platform, especially for those who are social media savvy, what type of features you have. But you've basically answered the question. Pretty much everything that you get from YouTube, Facebook, or what have you, you will have on HebrewConnect.com. So all praises to the Most High. What kind of feedback have you had so far since creating HebrewConnect.com? What kind of feedback are you getting back from those who have an account? So
the feedback has been generally positive. There's not been anyone that's been negative or had anything nasty to say about the platform. Mm-hmm. They see the effort that we're doing, mm-hmm. and building this up, and it's growing strong. Every day, every week, the platform is growing strong. We've had a presence online for many years, mm-hmm. and so people know what they're dealing with when they see myself and others on the platform. And so really my challenge right now is just really educating people on all the great things you can do on the platform.
Right.
Just, reach out to me, and we can definitely get you connected and established.
Excellent.
It's a great platform. It really is.
Excellent.
And I'm loving the features that we're customizing and creating specifically for the House of Israel. So.
Oh, perfect. So, for those who are, I guess, not quite keen on social media as a whole. So, some people who don't tend to have any kind of social media platform other than probably WhatsApp. But what benefits would you say HebrewConnect.com will have for them? How could it, help them for those who are not too keen as a whole of social media?
So in general, what it comes down to is that the community is very helpful, and they're more than willing to help you. I mean, really, for real, they will go out their way day or night to help you get established and connected on HebrewConnect.com. There are some people that are a little bit older and they aren't tech savvy, but again, as a community, we're able to help everyone. Mm-hmm. And the real benefit is community. Mm-hmm. That's really what it comes down to. We are Israel. We are committed to seeing each other grow and develop. And a lot of people, sadly, are isolated and alone. Mm. Some people, they feel rejected by their family members, their loved ones. Maybe they have a spouse that's not fully understanding of the awakening, but is trying. There's been opportunity for, let's say, women who maybe are not able to receive from their husbands yet fully, are able to talk to other Akotis or sisters and get their questions answered. Same thing for some men that has to have questions. They're able to. I mean, there's a spirit of love that's on the website. Really, what it comes down to is this: don't think about things like Facebook or other kind of essentially heathenistic social networking platforms where there's a bunch of wickedness and debauchery and perversions. This is a platform that's for Hebrew Israelites. We are in various stages of our awakening, and the general spirit is of the Most High. It's of love, and so you're going to have that type of support and connection there. And many people have seen that, and it translates. It translates very well. You'll see it on the platform, and you also see it when I have, the different weekly, Sabbath fellowships that we have online. We have people that they join in from all over the world, from the UK, from Canada, from Africa, even the Caribbean. Obviously, always throughout the United States, we're connected, and it's a great time. And we're able to learn and grow. And you see that online, and you also see that on the platform. So it's really, you got to just experience it for yourself. So even if you're not tech savvy, just trust and understand that there are many people that will support you to help you. Whether you're on a computer or a tablet or a cell phone, they'll help you out, get connected. The main thing you got to do is reach out. You have to ask for help or just be friendly. And your brothers and sisters definitely will come and connect with you, because again, this is about connecting. All right, there's no tomorrow. There's only right now. Right. We have to connect. We have to gather. Are we Israel or not? Right. And we can't continue to rely on these platforms that our open enemies own and control. Right. Exactly. I've had a situation where people are shocked. They're shocked that they open up a brand new Hebrew Connect profile. They post content, and they're getting more views, comments, and engagement on HebrewConnect.com than they have for years on things like Facebook.
Right, exactly.
So that tells you something.
Exactly, it does tell you something. Absolutely. And what I wanted to also ask is, creating such a platform must be very technical. Was this a field that you had knowledge of or worked in beforehand, or was it just placed on your spirit just to learn as you went along building Hebrew Connect?
Yes, this is a field I had knowledge beforehand in. Professionally, I deal with computer forensics. So I deal with the nuances of cybersecurity and code and computers and things like that. So writing scripts, modifying scripts, customizing things is stuff that I have that knowledge and experience and background in.
Oh,
so
praises.
I definitely have a high level background when it comes to computer sciences.
Wow.
All the certificates you can think of, I have them. All praise to the Most High, Yah, forgive me through all that.
Yeah.
But that's definitely been a benefit to me operating and controlling the platform.
Oh, all praises, bro. I mean, and my other question was, just in regards to, in light of some of the other social media platforms where, people saying, oh, they're trying to access, our information and, trying to gain permission from our phones or whatever devices that are used, to use whatever platform they're using. But the fact that you have the technical ability, you have, probably a degree in it or whatever the case may be, you have the skill. He has that knowledge. So I know that we can be secure with having an account with HebrewConnect.com, right? We don't have to worry about, our security of our phones or whatever devices that you're going to use to connect to Hebrew Connect. That, Dwayne has the know-how. So we ain't got to worry about any of that. So all praises be unto the Most High for that. I'm grateful and glad that you just shared that, with us, bro. Do you, obviously, you have the know-how, but do you have a team as well? Or is it literally just you?
Yeah, that's very true. I do have a small team that I work with, but I'm the main one that's doing the bulk of the programming and the customization for the platform.
Right.
I apologize for the slight delay, but we'll work through it.
Yeah, no worries.
Security is very important to me. Again, obviously working in cybersecurity field is very important to me. So you can definitely rest assured that your information is secure. And I mean, it's always in the forefront of my mind. I even have been working on a feature in regards to being able to find other Hebrew Israelites near you, right? Because not everybody knows, where everybody's at,
Right.
like what city you're in, and even when it comes to sharing your location, it's not going to be fine detailed of like your location. It's going to literally be like the general city vicinity you are in.
Right.
So that's a blessing, and that's been a benefit for many people to get connected
Right.
because they're
Right.
not feeling so alone. And we've actually had it where people have been able to connect and establish great relationships through the platform. So yeah,
Oh.
it's an amazing platform.
Oh,
But yeah, I
praises.
do have a small team, but I am the primary person that is um, doing the bulk of the customization and
Okay.
programming.
Okay, perfect. Someone actually asked, a listener asked, will there be an app for HebrewConnect.com so that they can just go into the app rather than going through the website itself?
Yeah, I have apps in development for both HebrewConnect.com and HebrewConnect.tv. So yeah, they are in development right now, and I'm working on them. Once they meet my level of satisfaction, I will release them. But they're pretty much almost available right now. I just have to do some final tweaks. I'll just let the cat out the bag. It's not too much of a secret. I'm trying to enable RTMP real time streaming. I already
Okay.
have streaming, so you can stream through like a webcam, but like on YouTube or like on Facebook or most other platforms, if you're using things like OBS software or StreamYard, you're going to have that ability to use that on HebrewConnect.com and HebrewConnect.tv as well. So that's in the works. So once I get some of these things kind of worked out, I'll release those apps. But yeah, it shouldn't be too long here before the apps are released.
Oh, that's excellent, bro. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, that I guess, well, it makes it easier to have an app because it's just right there on your phone. So I'm looking forward to that getting up and running. So also I wanted to ask, and we kind of spoke about this briefly just before the interview. Of course, we know that there's different fractions of Hebrew Israelites, right? And I always say it's no different to the time of, when Christ was here, Pharisees, scribes, Sadducees, and what have you, right? And of course, within the community of Hebrew Israelites, people are going to have different opinions. People will call the Most High by a different name or Christ by a different name, right? Maybe feast days fall on different days or whatever the case may be. But, with this platform of HebrewConnect.com, did you have any, concerns, any reservations about that when you was creating Hebrew Connect?
So I didn't have any real strong reservations outside of the fact that there's a couple of red line issues. I don't play with the toxicity that you find in some of the different camps. Some of the different misogynistic and wickedness you see in some of the camps you've seen in America. In some cases, they've come over to Europe
Yeah.
to try to recruit. I am not concerned with the different factions within us as a people. Some call the Most High Ahaya. Some say Yah, Yahweh, Yahweh, Jehovah, Lord. I understand that there's going to be differences, little slight differences here and there. The major red line issues I have is Christ, Mashiach.
Right.
If you're anti-Christ, anti-Mashiach, don't come to the platform. It's not going to be for you. It won't
That's right.
last. And if you bring this antagonistic, prideful, arrogant, aggressive, violent spirit, don't come there either. You will be removed.
That's right.
You can have it like you're gonna have a difference of opinion.
Of course.
That's fine. That's completely fine. We're not gonna all agree on the same thing.
Of course.
When I have my Sabbath lessons, I know that people that come to my platform online, they don't always agree with everything I say or speak on or teach.
Right.
It's okay. We can have differences of opinion and without being hostile towards each other or trying to denigrate, degrade, and speak harshly to one another.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what it comes down to is also there are many that are celebrating Pesach or Passover. They celebrated it already,
Right.
and there's some that they're not going to celebrate it until 2 weeks from now.
Right.
What we really care about is we want to support each and every one of our brothers and sisters in walking out Torah the best way they know how.
Yeah.
And that's just what it comes down to. So we're a very supportive community. Again, we're walking in the spirit of love and not pride and arrogance. So
Right.
I think that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And I think that's a good way to end this interview, because of course, like I said, there's going to be different factions as a whole, and even for myself, personally, when I first came into the truth, I kind of had this whole thing of, no, this is his name, and no, or whatever the case may be. You get to a point in your growth spiritually, in your walk, where certain things just don't matter no more. Your salvation is what matters. Do you understand? People fighting over the name, people fighting over which day feast days are, fighting over whatever, doesn't matter anymore. You realize it's your salvation that matters above all things, and we're trying to make it into the kingdom. Do you understand? So I'm grateful, bro, and thank you. I was saying that I'm so inspired by what you have done. There's not many people within the Hebrew, Israelite community that's doing works. There's a lot of talk. Do you understand? There's a lot of talk, but no action. So when I see things like this, it makes me very, very happy that you're just doing what you need to do, right? So all praises be unto the Most High. And I also wanted to say to you guys as well, make this announcement, which I didn't say to bro that I'll do, but brother Dwayne Harris, when we spoke, he said, look, I really want to invest in you, with the Truth and Culture Breakfast Show on Truth Music Radio. So I can announce that he is officially one of my main sponsors for the Truth and Culture Breakfast Show. So Hebrew Connect is Truth and Culture is sponsored by HebrewConnect.com, Hebrew TV, also Connect TV, right? So I just wanted to make that announcement too, bro. I absolutely appreciate you, and I thank you. Praise the Most High, I was able to get through the interview. Obviously I got some editing to do once once I listen back to the show and just kind of piece it together properly, so it can run smoother once I pull it up online and stuff. But I thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. And I pray the Most High continue to be your guide, that you continue to do the works as we're supposed to do, and that we can bring people together more and be a light onto others and get them into the truth. And that is ultimately the goal. We are trying to shed light onto those who are not yet in the truth, in the knowledge of themselves. And that's the ultimate goal. And we're going to do that by the Spirit of the Most High in Christ and the Holy Spirit. Right, bro, was there any last words that you wanted to let the listeners know?
Yeah, thank you. Really, just first off, thank you very much for this platform and what you guys are doing here on Truth Music Radio. Your program is amazing. I love the music that's out here. Four Corner Music is amazing. And I look forward to really introducing my audience to the platform, and really just building relationships. All right. Yes. So all praises to the Most High Yah, and I look forward to getting to know everybody.
All praises, bro. I thank you and I appreciate you. And of course, we'll catch up after the show, right? I know you've probably got a lot of work to do, even though it's like 1:00 by now, I'm sure.
Yep, it's almost there.
So all praises. But yeah, we'll definitely catch up, bro. Okay. And I thank you once again. And thank you for being a sponsor for the Truth and Culture Breakfast Show here on Truth Music Radio. Truly, truly appreciate it. All right. But yes, we'll catch up. All right. So, guys, like I said, I want you guys to get your account today, www.hebrewconnect.com. Make your account, join the community. Trust me, is amazing. As you heard the brother say, he's going to be creating the app soon as well, so make it a lot easier that you just have it straight on your phone or whatever device that you're using. But you can see the brother Dwayne Harris is very genuine. He's about his works, he's about that business, and he's about building the nation. Okay. And that's what it's about. We need to do better within our walk, and he has inspired me, so I'm truly grateful for him. But guys, it is Friday, as you know, come sundown for us here in the UK, our day's already started. So get your house in order, get ready for Shabbat, the Sabbath. All praises, big up everyone that has locked in and locked on today. I truly love you guys, and I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate the support. And Most High Willing, I will be back on Monday with the part 2 to safeguarding your children's eyes and ears. All right. So stay blessed and stay prayed up. 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 Stay prayed up.